Hi everybody, Mr. Fitz here with my trusty saxophone, and it's time for number 73, When Love is Kind, Go for Excellence. Okay, I'll play it first, then we'll talk about it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so hopefully you noticed that I played loud and soft, and that's because of the marking forte, which means loud, and piano, which means soft. Forte is designated with an F underneath the notes, and when you see that symbol, it means, hey, play loud, and keep playing loud until we tell you something different. And so in this song, you start loud, but then on the third measure, they say P for piano, which means soft. So they're saying, hey, play soft. And keep playing soft until we tell you otherwise. And then looking ahead to the fifth measure, you see it goes back to forte. And then finally on the seventh measure, it goes back to piano. Okay? So that's one aspect of this song that's really cool. Now, the other thing about this one is it's using eighth notes and quarter notes, and I think there's a half note or dot half in there too. I'm not looking at the music, but what is important about these eighth notes is that they change pitch. All right. So here's the deal. Let's do the five-step process with this one. All right. So here's what I mean by that. We're going to do first. We're going to say the rhythm and tap our foot. Then we're going to play the rhythm on one note while tapping our foot. Then we're going to say the notes and push the buttons while tapping our foot. Then we're going to play it while tapping our foot. And then the fifth step is we're going to do the dynamics, meaning we're going to pay attention to the fact, hey, it says to play loud on this part, or it says to play soft. But you worry about the volume part later. The key thing is to get the rhythm first, and then the pitches, put that together, and then once you can play that correctly while tapping your foot, and that's the key, guys, is that you then worry about dynamics and other aspects of the music, which, like slurs, but there's no slurs in this one. All right, so let's do the first two measures together. Tap your foot with me, and I'm just going to go right to foot cam. Here's the foot cam. All right, so let's say the first two measures together and tap our feet. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. Pretty cool, right? Do that enough times, pause the video if you have to or whatever. Do that enough times that you can tap your foot and say it just like I did, okay? And then you could once you got that, then the second step is to play it on one note. Let's do it on a G this time, okay? Here goes. 1, 2, 3. Oops. How'd you like my squeak? Okay, so that's the next step. Okay, is make sure you can do that. And again, the key thing is you got to be able to tap your foot. All right, if you're having trouble, keep working it. Make sure you can do the first step of saying it with your voice, then play it on one note. Now, the third step, as you probably remember, we're going to do the fingers and say the names of the notes. If you don't know the names of your notes and your fingers, just pause the video. All right, so here goes. 1, 2, 3. G, C, 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 B, C, D. All right. Now that B, C, D, that's pretty quick, right? So that's an important part of it. You're going to have to kind of work on that until you can get it. Then finally, you're going to play those notes. Here goes. 1, 2, 3. And again, it's important that you got it with the foot tap. It may take a lot of practice to get that, okay? But that's what practice is all about. You keep at it, you keep trying it. Okay, now finally I'm going to think about, oh yeah, the fifth step is now, once I can do that, I'm going to say, hey, that said to play forte. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm just using air and getting that nice strong sound. Now, the only difference now with the next section, the rhythm is the same, but the notes are different. So first step and second step, you've already taken care of in doing the first two measures. And as a matter of fact, the fifth and sixth measure is the same rhythm again, but with different pitches. So you really can just jump to the third step, okay? And I'm going to let you figure that out. And also remember for me, once you got that, make sure after you can do measure 3 and 4, playing with the notes, then try to play it softly, piano, okay? And continue along your merry way and figure it out. You will get this, I am sure. Just keep practicing, okay? Have fun with number 73.